Alright guys, so we've been talking about properties with exponents, and I want to add two other ones to you guys. If you look at your notes that the sub just gave to you, let's look at a couple of them. One of them is the power of a power property. So what this means is that I'm taking a to the b to a power. So what that means is that I'm taking like x squared to the third power. So if I think about this, if I'm taking x squared to the third power, that means that I have 3x squared. Okay? And then using the product rule, or the product property, I could add these exponents together to get x to the sixth. So an easy way for me to get this is all I have to do is just multiply those two exponents together to get me x to the sixth. So when I look at this property, what the power of a power property talks about is that all I have to do is take the two exponents and multiply them together. Okay? Now the other one that we want to talk about is the power of a product. So what does this mean? I'm taking a and b to a power. So if I just think about this, like if I just take x squared y to the third power, what does this mean? Well, I am taking the fact that there's 3x squared y's right next to each other. Okay? And what I end up with is I end up with x squared, which gets me x to the sixth, y to the third. So what does this mean? Well, what this means is that if I would have just done x squared to the third, y to the third, I would have gotten the same answer here of x to the sixth, y to the third. So all I have to do is take each of these quantities to the power. I just have to take a to the m and b to the m. So let's kind of apply this in a couple circumstances. So I'm taking 2a to the 8th to the 4th power. So what does this mean? I'm taking 2. Each of these is being taken to the 4th power. So I'm taking 2 to the 4th and a to the 8th to the 4th. Well, 2 to the 4th is pretty easy. 2 to the 4th is just 16. And then I'm taking a to the 8th to the 4th, and using the power of a power property, all I'm doing is multiplying the exponents. So I end up with 16a to the 32nd power. So I'm just taking each of these to that power of 4. 2 to the 4th gets me 16. A to the 8th to the 4th means that I'm taking the 8 and the 4, multiplying together to give me a to the 32nd. So let's look at this one. Same basic idea. I'm taking both of these to the 8th power. So I'm taking 2 to the 8th and then x cubed to the 8th power. So 2 to the 8th is the same thing as 256. And then I'm just taking x to the 3rd to the 8th, so I'm multiplying those. So I get 256x to the 24th power. Let's look at this one. So this one is a little bit bigger. Okay? So I'm taking 8 to everything. I'm distributing it to everything. I'm taking 2 to the 8th power. I'm taking a to the 5th to the 8th power. I'm taking b to the 3rd to the 8th power. 2 to the 8th is 256, and I'm multiplying these two together to get a to the 40th. I'm going to multiply those two together to get b to the 24th. So let's look at this next one. So I'm going to take this 5 to everything here. I'm taking 4 to the 5th. I'm taking n to the 5th, and then I'm taking m squared to the 5th. Well, 4 to the 5th power is 1,024. I just end up with n to the 5th, and then I'm just getting m to the 10th, because I'm just multiplying those two exponents together. So let's get something more complicated, in which I'm taking two things multiplying together. So the first thing I got to do is take the product to the power. So I got to take m to the 6th to the 4th, then I got to take n to the 10th to the 4th. So applying this property, I'm taking m to the 6 times 4 power, which is m to the 24th power. And then I'm taking n to the 10 times 4 power, which is n to the 40th power, times m to the 8th, n to the 7th. So I have m to the 24th, m to the 8th next to each other, which gets me m to the 32nd. And I got n to the 40th times n to the 7th, which gets me n to the 47th power. Here, it's a kind of a modified form of what we've been doing. First thing I notice is that I have two v's. So before I distribute the 2, I'm going to rewrite that as u to the 3rd, v to the 13th power, all to the 2nd power. So now I'm taking the product to the power, so I'm taking u to the 3rd to the 2nd, and then I'm taking v to the 13th to the 2nd. So I get u to the 6th, v to the 26th power. So I have b to the 5th by itself, and then using the product of a power, the power of a product property, I'm taking a to the 4th to the 7th, b to the 4th to the 7th, which gets me a to the 28th power, because I'm multiplying those exponents together, b to the 28th power, times b to the 5th. The b's have the same base, so I have a to the 28th, and I got b to the 5th, b to the 28th, and I just add the b's together, so I get a to the 28th, b to the 33rd power. Okay? Last one. And you guys are off to work on some classwork. So I look at this, I want to do x to the 8th to the 7th power, y to the 3rd to the 7th power. So I'm going to take the 7 to both of those. So I get x to the 56th power, y to the 21st. Then I have y, which is to the 1st power, x to the 7th, y to the 3rd. All those being multiplied times together. So I have x to the 7th, x to the 56th next to each other. So I got x to the 63rd, y to the 1st, y to the 3rd, y to the 21st gets me y to the 25th. Hopefully this helps you guys out. I will see you guys tomorrow.